Hey, welcome to my studio. My name is Francesca. I'm the artist and creator of Spirited Livings, and I am so excited for today's video. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to paint a Lola. This is a Lola. The Lola series are super abstract, full of color, and there's no way to go wrong with this. So the only tool you're really going to need to actually make the Lolas are spatulas. Now these come as actual art tools, however, I just grab mine on clearance anywhere I go. The next thing you might want is a mister bottle, but that's not really necessary. And most importantly, your paper. So you can also do the Lolas on canvases, however, I love doing it on paper. I am going to be using mixed media paper, and this is 11 by 14. And then just grab your favorite paint. Are you ready to paint a Lola? Let's get started. Class is in session, guys. All right, I'm using this paper, but you can use any paper that you like. And here's why I use the mister bottle. I am misting it, and then I'm going to drop some here, and then I'm gonna smear it with the spatula. Listen, all we're doing today is smearing paint, okay? It's that simple, and there's no wrong to this method. It's just pure fun. So get your favorite colors, and if you don't know what colors go well together, what I like to do is go on Pinterest and just search up color palettes, and I have a whole board just for color inspiration, and it's just full of color palettes. And sometimes the palettes itself come from like some are even cakes, and it's just that they have so many cool colors and you would never think they work good together, but they do. I will say what I am doing right now has no real depth to it because all of the colors are so similar, but it's what I saw on Pinterest, so I'm going with it. And I like how it turned out, but I can also see how it just has like no real depth. So maybe if you do colors like this, I would say use more white or add a little brown or something. I don't know. But now all I'm gonna do is grab my big spatula, and so I lined them up as you saw, and well, you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna smear it. But what you do want is to have different colors and different tones of colors in between the colors. That way they don't smear together and they don't create like a mud color. All right, now we're just creating the face of it, like the front part of the face. And I'm just doing a triangle upside down. And the cool thing is that you could use the edges, the pointy part of the spatula, to create, you know, that smooth chin part, if you will. All right, and now you can go in as much as you want or as little as you want, but this is just your first layer. And then this is the neck, and then we're gonna go in with the full body. You can go as realistic as you would like or as abstract as you would like. There's no right or wrong way to do this. This is for fun. We're smearing paint literally, so it's whatever comes out. And I think that's the best part. That's my favorite part of this method. So when I had the booth at Pick and Boots Vintage Market in Fort Myers, at some point I started doing workshops. Like I was the instructor, and I absolutely loved it. Now I don't know how to like market it very well, or at least I didn't in that point. But I loved it. I loved it so much, and I thought, man, one day I'm gonna have a shop, and it's just gonna be full of workshops, like every day. I'm even gonna take walk-ins. Like, what do you want to learn? You want to learn how to paint furniture? Let's do it. Bring it in, or pick a piece, and you know, let's paint it. Oh, you want to smear paint? Well, let me show you how you can do that. And I don't know. I just think maybe one day I'll be able to do that, and it's gonna be so much fun. So in the meantime, this is my workshop. My YouTube channel is my workshop and my shop and whatever. So you're gonna have a lot of workshops coming up. So if there's something that you would love to learn or just simply try out from a not professional, so like if there's something that you just want to try out and see how someone who maybe isn't a professional in the field or something like that how they managed to do it. Let me know. I don't know. And maybe, who knows, maybe what you want to learn is something that I actually know how to do. So, but I'm just curious because when I was in the shop, I made up the workshops, I made up the classes, and it was kind of hard to get people like to sign up. Not because they didn't want to. I don't know if they just didn't understand like how to sign up for the newsletter, or if they just completely missed the email, but they were always asking for classes. And I'm like, well, sure, well, this is what we got going on, blah, blah, blah. But then they wouldn't sign up. So I'm not sure. But here you don't have to sign up. You could just hit play whenever you want to. However, I do want to know what you would like if I had a shop and I was doing workshops. What would be your favorite classes to take, and what kind of vibe would you like it to be? Like, I don't know. And would you go in as a walk-in and say, hey, I would like to whatever. Is it something we could do now? And of course, if it is something I could do now, we're like, yeah, let's do it. Anyway, that's what we've got going on here now at Spirits at Livings on YouTube. Just a bunch of workshops and classes. And honestly, I'm also taking along for the ride on other projects because there are a few projects coming up that I started this weekend, and I almost gave up, but I didn't. I'm just going to take it slow. I'm going to take my time because I don't want to burn out. So just, yeah. Anyway, this is what we're doing. And because this is acrylic paint, now I'm using different paints, to be honest, because I'm also using DIY paint, Painterly, which is like a little oil-based formula, and I'm using acrylics. So for me, I love smearing them together and seeing what comes up. So don't be afraid of using any type of paints. I've done this with DIY paint, which is clay-based, and acrylics. So just use what you have on hand. And even if it's like those little tubes, like the cheap acrylic paints, those work great too. Because once you seal it, you can't tell if it's good paint or not good paint. And honestly, all paint is good for me. So just, you don't have to get all the paints that I'm using. Just use what you have on hand, and you're, trying this out for the first time. So I wouldn't go buying all kinds of paints. Now this is liquid, and honestly, this didn't really do nothing, but it does show up at the end. It's just a little gold, and it gives it just a little touch. So my ideal workshop is like very, very chill vibes. Let's just see what happens. Let's see how the brush feels in your hand, how the paint glides, how you feel it when you like mist the water on it. Have some coffee, have some cookies. Like, that's the type of workshop I would like to have one day, in my own shop, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so I miss the shop. I miss picking boots because I worked there like once a week, and I loved it because people would come in and ask all sorts of questions about the paints. Okay, this is how it looks. This is before I sealed it. And I just miss it because, some people were new to this and they didn't know what to expect, and I just loved helping them. Okay, I'm gonna do a very, very quick one here for you. This is gold. This is just to show you how it can look with two separate color palettes. So yeah, anyways, that would be my vibe. I don't know about bringing coffee on the videos, but because I might just dunk the palettes on there, but we'll see. Anyways, everything I'm using is going to be linked below. Remember that I have brand new decoupage papers on my Etsy shop, so I'm going to link that also in the description box. I'm so glad that you tuned in for this workshop. This would be great for Valentine's Day, for even a Galentine's type of deal with your friends and for Valentine's Day cards. Like, and you could do this with your kids. How cool would that be? Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a like and tell me if this is something that you would try out. Now, this is something new that I'm doing to this Lola, which is going in with a pastel crayon here. So listen, there's no limit. There's no what you can and cannot do to this. So just keep that in mind. And yeah. All right. I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves.